This video will show you how to interpret your child's NWEA scores and what they mean for you. Please note when I talk about the RIT, this is the score given by the NWEA test. It is simply a number assigned to that particular level of questions. The first thing you'll notice is a bar graph with your child's data on it. As you can see, each graph has 3 different bars on it. If you look below, it'll tell you the date. This one was taken in fall 2008, this one spring 2009, this one fall 2009, this one fall 2010, this is spring 2011. Up here you'll see along the y-axis, you'll see the different scores and how it breaks down counting by tens. If you notice, there are 3 different color bars on the graph: blue, orange, and yellow. The blue bar represents your child's score in each of the different years. The orange one is the district level average RIT. If you notice here, this one's blank, and that's okay. For some reason, not all the scores were entered either in the computer, or there's maybe yet a student who needs to be tested. The third one, you'll see the yellow, represents the norm grade level RIT. What this is for you is this is where your student would be compared to a national level. Your child's projected growth is also included. If I notice this student here scored a 219, then a 226, then a 222, then a 221, a 237. If you notice, for the next testing cycle, the projection of a score would be 239. This information is based on all of the data across all of the testing cycles. You might also note the results table on the side of the paper. This gives more information about your child. Please note that on the results table you will notice that it is in reverse order, starting with the most recent and ending with the furthest from today's date. It also shows you the grade as well as your student's RIT score. Again, this is a number assigned based on the questions they got correct. If you notice, this student has a mean score here of 237. This is why it's in bold. 221, the previous testing cycle. And you can see that it proceeds from there. The plus and minus, this is just a standard error, just in case if they were to test again, they would test somewhere within this range. If you notice, the last column talks about percentiles. This is a similar situation in which your doctor might talk about physical growth of your child. As you can note here, this child tested in the 79th percentile. What this means is if there were 100 10th graders lined up, this child would be ranked 79th starting from 1 to 100. 78 kids would have tested lower, and 21 would have tested higher. Notice how this child has shown growth leading up to this point. This is a nice way to check your child in relationship to his or her peers. The growth projection is assuming that your child will continue on a path toward growing based on previous history. If this is your child's first test, you probably won't see a growth projection. The computer uses all of this information here with the RIT to say how many points your child should grow if they continued on the same path. So what does all this mean? Well, if you take a look, the most recent testing score here on the bar graph also matches the most recent testing score here on the results table. The student scored a 237 here. Notice that is the same here. That gives the percentile range, and also you're looking at a projection of 2 points growth within the year of spring 2012. Notice all the other numbers correspond over here in the results table, and you can find that exact same match. Thank you for watching and listening. I hope this helps you understand the information that I've sent home with you. If you have any questions, please make sure you call or email, and I'll be happy to review this further with you.